Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, Fred Membe is demanding the arrest of Cornelius Mweta. So if you remember about a month ago, he had reported him to the police. So he has posted this a couple of minutes ago. He says, when are they arresting Mr. Cornelius Mweta? Over a month ago, we reported Mr. Mweta on his confession about promoting, encouraging, and abetting tribalism, ethnic division, and hatred by sponsoring Chimbakambwili. If you remember earlier on, there's a statement that had gone viral where the Minister of Information stated that they were behind the tribal remarks that Chimbakambwili was making. So right after that statement, Fred Membe went to the police station. Should have been like a day after that statement, and reported him for that speech pretty much. And now it's been a month and he says he has not received anything or any feedback from the police. So now he's demanding that the police act on his report and arrest Fred Membe. Arrest Cornelius Mweta, not Fred Membe. Fred Membe is the one that's expecting the arrest of Cornelius Mweta. Whilst in other news, this was the headline in part of the news that was published in the Daily Nation, a newspaper. So they say Zambians want Edgar Chagwa back to presidency, Musoma. So the Zambia Republican Party, ZRP, President Right Musoma says Zambians want former President Edgar Chagwa back because he's the only man who can unify and liberate the people from the economic challenges that they are going through. Former President Edgar Chagwa came out of his retirement because he saw that Zambia was being destroyed and the country was getting blackened, and he could not see and watch his own political party destroyed, which is the PF, and annihilated. He said the man who can remove President Hakainde Hichilema in 2026 is Edgar Chagwa, and the Zambians know that fact and should and that the former president should contest the presidency for 2026. So that's a view from that section of society. Probably this particular ZRP party should be part of the UNCA alliance of opposition. But this is the news that seems to be making headlines today. So the nation woke up to this particular apology. If you remember, should have been, I'll give you the date later on in the broadcast. But Stanley Kakubo was alleged to be in a video where money was being exchanged with a Chinese national. And then that prompted him resigning from his portfolio and asking for investigations to be done. But it seems that case has been resolved and the Chinese national has officially apologized to Stanley Kakubo. Let me give you the details. So this particular extract was being published by but the news of the apology was first circulated by the media houses, starting with Kalemba and a number of platforms, and then the rest of the individuals were simply reacting to what was being published. So Shifetayari's reaction is that when government is behind you, even those people you have crooked will apologize to you. I wouldn't be surprised if someone came out and apologizes for what Solochi brought out. So he's still trying to advocate for Solochi. I'm sure you've followed that news. Here you go. That's Chief Etari saying. The Chinese national who accused Kakubo, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Stanley Kakubo, has apologized for being scammed and talking about it. In fact, he even went to court, but all that is a misunderstanding, says the Chinese national, and then he laughs it out loud to say, how can misunderstanding lead you suing someone in two high courts? Because they had sued Stanley Kakubo in the Ndora High Court and also the Osaka High Court. So Chief Etari just laughs to say, if the government is behind you, even the people you have scammed would apologize eventually. And then, if you remember, this was also Brian Apunda reacting to the same news. Brian Apunda should have been a commissioner, should have been into one of the African states during Edgar Chagalungu's presidency, if not a commissioner and an ambassador of some sort. But he was a diplomat during Edgar Chagalungu's presidency. But now he's with the Socialist Party with Fred Membe. So he says, this is Brian Apunda. He says, a few months ago, I predicted this exact scenario to a friend, and he laughed it out loud and said I was dreaming. Well, here we are today. So simply saying he had predicted what is playing out with regard to Stanley Kakubo and the UPND government. So he says, I am further predicting another outcome. Very soon, President Hakainde Hichilema will reappoint Stanley Kakubo as Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperations. Hence, President did not appoint anyone taking over from Kakubo after he resigned as Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperations. The President was simply keeping his job for him and waiting for all this stuff to be resolved. And now that it is resolved, you expect the President to reappoint Stanley Kakubo, because yes, after he resigned, no one was appointed. Only the Minister of Justice, Ahimbe, is the one who was acting both as Minister of Justice and also, no, he was Minister of Justice and then acting as Minister of Foreign Affairs, but not appointed by the President. So he was accompanying the President on a number of trips. But Brian Apunda says that portfolio was simply being reserved for still Stanley Kakubo, waiting for all this stuff to be resolved. So he has predicted his reappointment soon. The Patriotic Front also say the same statement, the path to reinstatement made. Chinese apologizes to Kakubo. So simply reiterating the same statement that has been made by Brian Apunda, saying Stanley Kakubo is about to get back his job. It was just on pause. But the official statement that came from the Chinese is this, the one that the nation woke up to this morning. So Liam AM Mining Limited, a Chinese company, has apologized to former Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Stanley Kakubo, after a business deal soured, ultimately leading to Kakubo's resignation. Kakubo, who owns Onslow Investment Zambia Limited, resigned from his ministerial post in December on December 26, 2023, owing to corruption allegations leveled against him regarding to his business transaction. Furthermore, a video circulated online late last year with the man believed to be Kakubo and others counting bundles of money sparked debates online. However, it was revealed that the money was paid to Onslow Investment Zambia Limited as a consideration for a joint venture agreement that the firm entered into with Liam AN Mining Limited, a Chinese-owned business. The transaction was purely above board and subject to a matter of agreement. Was capital contribution for the mining operation. Liam AM Limited Managing Director Zian Liam said in a statement availed to the Daily Mail. This is the statement that came from the Chinese now. Let it be advised that no bribe was paid to anyone, as reported by online media. Online media suggested all dealings between Onslow Onslow Investment Limited and Liam AN Mining Company Limited were purely of a commercial nature. I wish to sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and embarrassment that the events surrounding this transaction may have caused on Stanley Kakubo, and Onslow Investments Limited. Xian, that's the Chinese national, remembered that the disagreement arose between the two parties regarding to the joint venture execution. This led to the legal action both in the Ndola High Court and the Lusaka High Court. As I earlier stated, he had sued in both the Ndola High Court and Lusaka High Court. However, he mentioned that both disputes were peacefully resolved, and neither Onslow Onslow Investments Limited or Liam AM Mining Company Limited have any claims against each other. I wish to further reiterate that there is no outstanding dispute, issue, or with the said Onslow Investments Limited, no any claim of monies whatsoever, as Yan said. So that's a statement that was made by the Chinese national earlier on. So people are just speculating to say that's what's likely to be the path for Stanley Kakubo to get back to his ministerial position. And a couple of minutes ago, Chief Etayari circulated a video of a Chinese national stating that that's the reason that motivated the apology. So I'll play you the particular video he has captioned here, but let me read you what he has written. So Chief Etayari says, government of the UPND, if you think these are police officers, so he says the individuals in this particular video are not police officers. If you think these are police officers, you are wrong. They are UPND cadres kidnapping a Chinese national in broad daylight at a mall, shopping mall, it means. In case you are wondering why the Chinese who was swindled by Stanley Kakubo had to eat his own words and apologize, here is an example of what he feared. Chinese nationals have become a target by hungry UPND cadres, squeezing money out of them. If they refuse, they are threatened and treated like this guy in this particular video. In this video, two UPND provincial leaders, and he also names them. One of the one in white, I'm sure you see him on screen right there, in the white T-shirt, is the provincial treasurer by the name of Chifundo, while the other one is a provincial youth chairperson by the name of Warren Inyama. You can be a praise singer, but one day this may happen to you. The UPND cadres have more powers than the police, as you can see here. So now, this is the video that Chief Etayari was referring to. So he says the individuals in white that are dragging the Chinese national there, those are not police officers. These are just individual UPND cadres, the ones that he has named earlier on in that particular caption. So he says this is what motivated that Chinese national that has apologized to Stanley Kakubo, because he was afraid that this was likely to be his outcome also. And people are speculating to say this is why he was compelled to apologize. So in this video, let me add some volume to so that you guys can hear what's happening here.
Jenga Motors, Jenga Motors, Jenga Motors.
So that's the fear. Chief Etayari says that's what the Chinese nation was fearing to happen to him. So he was compelled to apologize based off what he has witnessed other Chinese nationals going through at the moment. He goes further to double down. So within the post that he had made, he puts the faces of, I'm sure you can see on the right-hand side, he puts a couple of pictures stating, so he says the person you see with the president there, that's Warren Inyama, who is with President Hakainde Hichilema, and then the other person is with the Minister of Copper Belt Minister. He also says that's another individual in this particular video, Chief Etayari alleges. So says that's what prompted that apology. And then obviously the Fred member also comments on the same particular video, which has gone viral in a couple of minutes. This is not good at all, Fred member says. And then a number of people also double down on the same, with the same sentiment pretty much. And then just a couple of minutes after he had put up that video, this was made public. So Economic and Equity Party leader Chief Hetayari has been placed on bench warrant by the Lusaka Magistrate Court for absenteeism. This is in a case where he is accused of expressing hatred for persons because of race over his members are useful idiots remarks. So I'm sure you know that Chief Hetayari was alleging to say he's likely to be arrested when he returns to the country, based off a number of things. But this is a case that is already in court. So since he went to, most likely to South Africa from what he's been posting, he's been placed on bench warrant. So even if he wasn't to be arrested for any other case that is likely to be new, this particular case itself is case enough. Once he lands at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, he will be arrested. So this was posted right after he had put up that particular video. And this is him at the beach somewhere. I'm pretty sure he's trying to send the government location where he is. He's trying to get a free flight back to the country. He does not want to pay for a flight back home. So he's like, no, you might as well come and get me if you want me that bad. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure whichever country that he is in, if it's one of those visa-free countries, if it's South Africa, he can be in that country legally for the next 90 days, which is almost 3 months, and he's only be there like for, is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks thereabout. So he still has his legality there, but it seems like he's sending the location where he is. So he wrote this. I know you've just woken up, but the sun is over my head from this part of the world where I am. Nevertheless, good morning. So, and then he attaches that particular picture, probably at the beach, yes. So we wait and see how that story plays out. But he's living a carefree life. It's something that he anticipated. He said the only thing that he was hoping for is to have his wife return to her country before he's arrested. And it seems like he has been able to sell the car that he was trying to sell so that he can return and face the law. Wait and see how that plays. This is part of the news coming from the newspapers. We are here to dislodge the UPND. Our target is to invade the UPND and get their members Snyanga. So these are political games being played, said as they build up to the 2026 elections. And then at the bottom there, you can see PF asked Lungu to meet party structures. And then there's even a couple of pictures that were posted by Raphael Nakashinda, meaning he has occupied the PF secretariat that have been fighting with between Mao Sampa and Edgar Lungu's camp. So wait and see how that plays out, if Mao Sampa reacts to that, and what we do. FIC warns law firms report illicit financial transactions or face sanctions. That's in the news diggers. And then police must heed Hakainde Hichilema's orders, where the president has said if they have no strong case, the case should be thrown out, or do not arrest individuals without particular a strong case. Anyway, that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and see you around.